Rick Ross's downfall might be on an upward trajectory, but according to 50 Cent, that shit ain't gonna slide. LOL, I'm sorry it's over. Can't fake it forever. Rick Ross hits a new chart low with his latest album. Now, what we're going to do is we're going to take a look at the article. We won't read past like 2 minutes because it gets pretty redundant and mundane. So let's go into it. Rick Ross hits a new chart low with his latest album. Then it says, summary, Rick Ross's Set in Stone debuts at number 39 on Billboard 200, becoming the lowest charting of his 12 solo studio albums. The project gives Ross his 14th appearance on the ranking, though it becomes only his second solo album to miss the top 10. Set in Stone performs better on the top rap albums chart, where it opens at number 8 and gives the rapper his 14th top 10 among 15 entries. And then it goes on to say, for a period in the mid-2000s, Rick Ross was not simply a hip-hop superstar, but one of the top performing musicians of any style in the American music industry. His first 3 studio albums, Port of Miami, Trilla, Deeper Than Rap, all reached number 1 on the Billboard 200. Then it goes on to say, Ross remains highly respected in the rap field, though he is no longer the hitmaker he once was. The musician recently returned with his 12th studio album, Set in Stone, which debuts on multiple Billboard charts this week. While the project does manage a top 10 opening on the list, it also stands out as one of the superstar's weakest performers, and it earns an unfortunate distinction within his catalog as it arrives. Rick Ross scores his lowest charting studio album. So we'll leave it right there because I was going to say Set in Stone opens at number 39 and then barely cracking the top 40, debuts in the ranking, and it goes on basically to just kind of, I don't want to say trash him, but it doesn't really do him any justice. So we'll leave it right there. Now, quick synopsis of everything that's going on. And I'm going to tell you why Rick Ross actually may start winning his quote-unquote war of words or virality, because at a certain point in time, people are going to listen to the music. So let's understand what's going on and why I think it may work itself out for Rick Ross more than it will 50 Cent as far as Rick Ross album go, because Rick Ross don't seem like he hanging it up anytime soon. He's doing shit like this. Roll it.
I told y'all I'm playing the long game with my album, Set in Stone, out now. We pulled the streaming report for Set in Stone first 2 weeks with 63.5 million streams. That equates to approximately 42.5K albums sold, which does not include the physical products. That's equivalent to Ricky Rose selling 22,000 the first week and 20 the second week, which is no fall off. It's a long game we playing here, guys. Swimming lessons 101 as I continue to break down my amazing body of work with Set in Stone. Coming up next is City Lights.
Blood stains on my Nike ass. Are they really teardrops from my nightmares?
Featuring none other than my motherfucking homie, my dog, the amazing True Gift. When it comes to writing is, of course, The Dream. Produced by Derek. This was one of those records that as soon as when I heard it, it just felt so, the production was caviar. And I mean, it was one of those feelings, and when I had the idea, I sent it straight to The Dream. And you know, me and him got a true connection when it comes just to those collaborations where a lot of times he'll get his verse back from me or whatever he need from me, you know what I mean, in 24 hours, and it's vice versa. So boom, once he sent me the Fire Flames, I was like, you already know, so I was just patient. When he sent me back the chorus, man, I wrote the verses. Blood stains on my Nike Airs. As you can see, we right here, coming live from Star Island, the throne on Star. And it's basically the view I was talking about. Let's watch the sunset. Set in Stone, available right now.
Critics all criticize. Been the biggest all the.
So he's doing clips to show y'all at a level of marketing that should have been there from the jump, but he's just now figuring it out. So kudos to Ross. But he responded to 50 Cent dissing him today in the only way that Rick Ross actually could.
As I said on my story yesterday, 22,000 the first week, 20 the second week. Those drastic fall-offs, guys, that you see with a lot of those other artists is when the numbers are inflated. The bots. To me, the new flex is no bots. Keep it genuine. Keep it pure. Let the music fight any battles. You understand? Come on now. This the biggest boss. I'm letting niggas know. Do the long game, baby. That's how we hustling. That's how we winning. We here 20 years later. You know what I'm saying? Those G-Unit sneakers gonna be in Costco, baby. I like the Lloyd Banks ones better than all the other ones. Them other niggas ain't even got no sneakers. But 50, give Lloyd Banks his own high top sneaker. And since the Shreveport shit ain't happening no more, you know what I'm saying? You can focus on the sneakers. And for example, if those numbers not inflated, why can't these same people with all these followers sell other products outside of the music? Why their sneakers can't sell? Why their alcohol can't sell? Why this can't sell? Nigga, if you genuinely gotten a gazillion people that could do this with your music the first week, why everything else you do outside of music is unsuccessful? Now, the new flex is no bots. You the boat, nigga. That's what Ricky Rose is. You know what I'm saying? You feel me? For the hustlers, the 1%ers and the potential 1%ers. We all know it's a long way to the top. And I will see you there. We up one. Let's keep grinding. It's set in stone. You feel me? Now, what's your favorite 3 songs on Set in Stone? 305, we in Mr. Jones tonight. And if Ricky Rose and Mr. Jones, that mean the Empire and Mr. Jones. That means South Beach Brew and Mr. Jones, Luke Belair, Original Bamboo. And when I say the Empire, I mean the Empire. We still celebrating my latest body of work, Set in Stone. Listen to that right now. It's causing so many motherfucking discussions because they say Ricky Rose, I done broke the rule book. They saying the counting system broke, and they saying I broke it. And what's most important to me is the music that I deliver to the streets. You know what I'm saying? Over the next year, it's gonna be told who released the best album and the best body of work. But to me, that's what's most important. You feel me?
Just in case you forgot how this all started, because in 2 years, October, it's going to be a 20-year beef, and obviously it has no chance of dying down anytime sooner. So Rick Ross and DJ Khaled were chilling in the back, like a lot of the celebrities do. Rap stars at this time were chilling in the back. They were with their crews hanging out at the BET Awards in October of 2008. Why is this important? Because Rick Ross said that 50 Cent gave him a look like, you know what I'm saying, where the vibe was off. It clearly was some tension. And instead of 50 Cent walking up to him and checking him, or even, like, hey, what you looking at? Rick Ross decided to take the moment and shift it on the wax. So in January of 2009, January 24th to be exact, you heard the lyrics, if my mind serves me right, I love to pay your bills, can't wait to pay a rent. Curtis Jackson, baby mama, I ain't asking for a cent. Burn the house down, you gotta buy another. Don't forget the gas can, jealous, stupid motherfucker. Caught up in a rap shop for gunshots and laughs. Man, Ross, the song was Mafia music off of Deeper Than Rap. If y'all want to go check that out, it actually hits harder today than it did. When it had hit, I was one of the ones like, oh shit. This was one of those oh shit moments in rap history as far as beefs go, where you like, how the hell is 50 Cent gonna respond? Officer Ricky is how 50 Cent responded. Started trolling him, hitting memes and all that. Went on to get called a nickname by Rick Ross. Rick Ross called him Curly. So 50 Cent doing what 50 Cent do. 50 Cent changed it and went and changed his name to Pimpin' Curly. But what ultimately really set the fire ablaze is Young T that y'all talking about right now. She ended up sitting on the couch with 50 Cent, going shopping, wearing minks, sold a book called what is it? Tia tells her story deeper than rap. And it was on and cracking like Donkey Kong. But that wasn't even the worst. The worst that summer was 50 Cent getting his hands on Rick Ross's other baby mama, where she had put out an adult film. And that adult film went on to generate a lot of views on thisis50.com, if y'all know what I'm talking about. But it got even slicker, even way worse. Because 50 Cent found out that Rick Ross used to be a CO. And instead of Rick Ross handling that first, Rick Ross said it wasn't true. But little did Rick Ross know, photos existed, showed him with his picture. Then Rick Ross fessed up to it. Then Rick Ross came out with the alibi of how the hell do you think that I was able to be put in my position? No, that's what Mano said he should do. But what ends up happening is Rick Ross addresses it and put it in a song like he should have, where he dropped the lines, I shovel shit, I see yo. No, he was like, keep it triller, nigga, never had a gun and badge. Kept a nice watch smoking on 100 stacks. Back in the day, I sold crack for some nice kicks. See my homies skipping school, stab with an ice pick. Young nigga 15. With like 3 C's. So that very day I carried on the 3 C's. Can't criticize niggas trying to get jobs. Go and get yours, young brother, live smart. Then he goes on to say, I shovel shit, I CEO, so we can bow our head and pray over the meatloaf. Rick Ross is a dope-ass rapper. I hope people don't miss that part. Well, Rick Ross has ultimately failed, now that we're back on track with everything that happened, Rick Ross ultimately failed when he started beefing with petty shit, such as with Drake, such as the Trick Daddy shit, such as the Birdman shit, where he took stances that were semi-popular, but they didn't have shit really to do with you. So Rick Ross, in what he's doing now, is genius. But how is that genius, Ceddy Nash? Because what he's doing is he's using the algorithm that 50 Cent is using to push his songs out individually for a doper rollout. But Ross, if you want a little bit of advice, switch the scenery up and introduce the songs as snippets on your Instagram and push it that way. See, Rick Ross absolutely can turn this into a W because now everybody is still going back and forth, back and forth, back and forth, back and forth to see what they might have missed. Rick Ross's ability to pick beats was one of the best ones. And that's the problem that I have with his album this time. The beats are trash. They're not good. They're not what we would want from him. They're just not. They're just not. We're just gonna be honest. The production, the beats, all of this shit that Rick Ross has going on, it's not it. He was up there, in my opinion, with the Burners and the Fat Joes as far as rappers who pick dope beats for themselves to rap on. If you know who Burner is, you know he picked some of the coldest, coolest beats. Now, I believe that Kendrick Lamar and Drake, I believe they have a team that has the beats for them. They already set in stone a Drake-type beat and a Kendrick-type beat. But the Ross beats and the Fat Joe beats and the Burner beats, those were sonically just different. Remember, we had Cool and Dre and all that. But if 50 Cent keeps on giving the power to Rick Ross, this ain't going to end well for 50 Cent. It's going to eventually turn into a W. One of the best things that Drake has done is he just dropped what he dropped, left it at that, and let people be what they going to be. He's not going back and forth doing the tit for tat. He's doing the sneaky shit, not the outright shit. The shit that he learned from Jay-Z. Hey, if you want to be a GOAT, ain't nothing wrong with copying the GOAT moves. It's just going to be fair, square, obvious, and honest. But y'all let me know your thoughts on this one. Whose side you on now? Because I got to understand something. Is y'all starting to listen to Rick Ross' album more? Or are y'all just not listening? Because I'm going to be honest. I'm actually going to fully listen to it again without getting pissed off at the beat selection. What about y'all? Will y'all be doing that too? Some of y'all probably like, damn, Nash, I didn't know you was rocking with Rick Ross music 100%. And this ain't no shade towards 50 Cent, because if you knew Ceddy Nash when 50 Cent came out, bruh, I damn near was acting like him. Yeah. Woo! You know them ad-libs, y'all 50 Cent. Yeah, you don't know if y'all was listening to 50 Cent, do know them three ad-libs right there. But share to keep your people aware, subscribe, turn on the bell to notify. Y'all, let me know your thoughts on this one. Click right here to see how Neon just got destroyed by an OnlyFans model. You got chased up out of there. Had to leave. Click right here for that video. Click right here for the playlist. I'm going to catch you on the next one. Y'all come on back now, you hear?